no man has a right to lay a hand on a woman for any other reason than self-defense. And I'm going to make the controversial statements always made. If someone in this room got up, took off all her clothes and walked out the door, no man has a right to touch her. Zero. She can be arrested for indecent exposure.
Want to try some weed?
Dead.
Come on, marijuana.
Smoke weed.
It's not pot, it's a clove cigarette.
He steals my weed.
It's always the vaccine.
Well, once I get into this joint, then I kind of.
It's not pot, it's a clove cigarette.
That's not pot?
Do you smoke cigars?
Oh, I see.
You know, this,
We're in California.
we're on the air in lots of states. Oh, wow.
I like having fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people who can make me laugh. I like having fun. Yes, I like to laugh. I like having fun to meet people who smoke weed every day. Good morning, everybody. Hello, hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. If you're out there on the East Coast or in the Central Time Zone, it's just turned from morning to afternoon. I know the nooners are a big part of our audience, and we love our nooners. And if you're international, maybe it's the evening time and you're having a spot of tea over in London, England. It is April 20th. What does that mean? It's a 420. Oh, baby! I did. I made a little mistake.
You what?
I made a little goof. I went to my stash of drugs that I keep in my closet. I grabbed the old
How could a man make a mistake?
booger
like
candy instead of the weed, instead of the green stuff. I got white powder. I just did a line. I go, and then now I'm amped up. I have the opposite feeling of pot.
I never
I'm a
injected
cokehead.
it, and we sniffed a little.
You want to get a little ISO version of me saying this? Hold on.
Yeah.
Clean, ready, rolling. I'm a cokehead.
Mom, I want a vape.
Yes. So, I'm just kidding. Weed. I don't do drugs.
We're gonna get high. Everyone's got a drug drawer with something in it, just in case.
I got some drugs.
What do you got?
I got some gummies and some mushrooms.
He steals my weed.
Mushroom gummies?
No, mushroom actual
Actual
caps and stems,
wow.
baby. I've been doing them twice a day. Tripping and writing a novel on mushrooms.
Talking with God.
It's a little bit of a Naked Lunch vibe. It's very psychedelic, very surreal. It's a story of a little girl. It's the story of a little girl. And this little girl is walking through the forest when she discovers a little rabbit hole. Down she goes, exploring down into the rabbit hole, and she meets a variety of characters down there, folks, let me tell you that. Many, many weird things. The rabbits down there, and there's royalty down there, and it's completely absurd.
Tripping balls with your family.
So look for that book coming in from Penguin next year.
Fucking kicking it with the fam, tripping balls.
Anyone?
Enjoying
It's
the
not
fucking
pot,
huge
it's a
ass
clove cigarette.
bonfire.
Two in your own heads.
Just living the.
I thought
in our
maybe it would
heads.
be like, maybe Doug or somebody would chime in and be like, hey, Tim, isn't that Alice in Wonderland?
That was a bit on the nose.
Anyway,
I
we're
was going to make a cocaine joke, but that's a bit on the nose.
Name that tune, Vic.
I don't know.
That's easy.
Smoke on the water.
Smoke on the water?
Guys,
No.
we've been talking about it all morning.
Oh, and Clapton.
Oh, it's cocaine.
Thank you. That's the royalty-free version. Listen, we are off to a running start here on Office Hours Live. Welcome. You can join us. If you're watching on the Tim Heidecker channel, fuck you.
You're kidding.
Get the fuck off my channel. That's not where you belong. Shame on you, you son of a bitch. I don't know why. The deal is this. We're still broadcasting there to clean up some old scores and to make sure the people that were subscribed there are paying money, paying good hard.
on all of
Sorry
you.
to interrupt. This is breaking news. 420 people are watching right now. Isn't that wild?
Whoa.
That's a low
let's
number.
Keep it there.
Yeah,
Get
it's
out of here.
420, dude.
We're keeping it at that. It's an embarrassing number, Matt. Don't bring that up.
Well, there's more on the Tim channel, which is to your
That's
point.
the problem. If you're watching me, shame on you. Get over so you can break past 420 on the office. So all you do
It
is
is
if
confusing.
If you're it is.
Shame.
Tim
How's it-
asked yesterday in the call, you're like, what's going on with the channels? Like,
We don't know.
Tim has no idea.
Matt,
Nobody knows.
Here's my thought. Matt, years ago, I must have done
Shame.
something to him. I must have slighted him in the smallest way, in this Machiavellian prick,
Shame.
that I'm going to plant my seeds to ruin you. Ruin you,
Shame.
Sulu. The old
Shame.
Sulu ruin you.
Shame.
But if you're watching on Tim Heidecker, who's if you're watching, stop, Scotty.
Whoa, how did you get so loud?
If you're watching on timheidecker.com, click on to youtube.com/officehourslive, and then you can watch the show, the same show. It's actually a little better over there, people say. And we'll
And
see
you get
it.
the second half of the show today.
Here we go with
live.
this again. Now the big news with this,
Live, not
we've
replay.
got, if you sign up for the subscription here, or you go to the patreon.com, a big announcement is that, of course, you're getting it ad-free, and that's Office Hours Plus. That's the Office Hours Plus difference. And soon, we're going to be introducing Office Hours Minus, which also removes the fake ad that we'll be doing soon. And you'll not have to listen to the fake ad or the jingle. So that's Office Hours Minus coming shortly.
What the fuck?
I don't read.
All right, we've got a packed show. I'm holding my powder, as they say. Holding powder.
That's not a phrase.
Sounds like you snorted your powder.
Please confirm that holding powder is a concept, a phrase.
Oh, baby.
Holding my powder, Matt. Look that up.
Like
I think it's in
from
reference
like George
to gun.
Washington.
Yeah, it's like
kinda?
gunpowder.
Yeah.
Gunpowder.
I thought it was like powder in his hair or his face. You remember they used to do that?
Keep one's powder.
Keeping powder.
What's that mean?
Keep your
man?
powder dry.
Keep your powder dry.
Keep your powder dry.
So Ben Franklin saying. Speaking of Ben Franklin, our guest in the studio is unavailable, unfortunately, because he's already did the best show circuit, and he's basically gone through everything. So if you want to hear from Pat Finnerty, why don't you go over to the best show, where I have a partnership with them in Forever Dog, and they came and swooped in. I'm just kidding. For Pat, I tease, and Pat Finnerty is here, Pat. And I told you, Pat, welcome to the show. Welcome to Glendale.
It's good to be here, Tim.
Yeah, it must feel good.
Yeah, I was hoping that you didn't miss that you didn't catch the
that's
best
just
show
going to go under the radar with me? That I don't have my eyes and ears and my lieutenants?
Yeah,
Lieutenant Carson and Captain Carlin, my team, my squad.
the show that you hosted.
Yes.
I was hoping, yeah, maybe we'll catch it this week. I mean, you know, I'm in.
Listen, I don't blame you. Mm-hmm. I don't even blame Tom to some degree. No, it happens.
It was
You're a
Matt's
fan
decision, right? Wasn't he booked like here? And
I
then
think the
Matt's
story
like,
is
let's
Matt
get. Yeah.
was we had Pat booked for last week.
Mm-hmm.
How long are you out here in California?
Too long.
Yeah, you want to get back to the Pat States?
Kinda. I mean, no.
Now,
I
do
mean,
you
like,
do Pat
I'm
States? Is that
driving
your deal?
around. I'm like looking, and I'm like, all right, yeah, this is LA again. And I'm just like, this is more beautiful, and this is LA, and everything like that. But after like 7-8 days, like I'm ready.
Well, do you have a purpose for being here?
Yeah. So I was doing a little recon for a video that I'm working on.
Okay.
And I went to.
You can't do that through Google Maps.
No, I mean I could, but I commit to these videos that I do about terrible songs. So I went to the NAMM convention.
Oh Lord, that
yeah.
must have been a feast for you.
Well, I said this on the best show.
Yeah, well, we'll pull clips. Can we pull clips?
Wait,
what
there's
we
a
can do is,
Vietnam convention?
We have some audio.
all right, let's get. So don't you can relax, enjoy your Dunkin'
All right.
Donuts,
Thanks.
and
There's
we'll
a
just.
channel on YouTube. They love saying subscribe to my channel. They do. And it's called "What Makes This Song Great" by this guy named Rick Beato. It's true. And he's like the guy, like the YouTubers. He's like
here's Tom
interviewing
Brady.
Sting at this point. Like,
Sure. And he must have gotten tired of you. I'm not going to get tired of you. I'm thrilled you're here.
so you do know that I was on the best show. Looks like you guys were ready.
This is my impression of Tom. Yeah. And you're like, are you mad at me? Or something?
Right.
Yeah. I love you, Tom. You know I do. And we're just having fun. He's not watching.
He's definitely not watching.
But this is a thrill for me. I mean, I get to go on 2 of my favorite shows. And, you know, I'll say
you're
it.
doing you're doing James Corden later? Or
Oh,
what
I
is it?
can't wait. Yeah, we're going to be in a car. I think maybe Beyonce's going to be in there. We're going to sing together. Why does he get everybody?
Why would you? What would if James Corden wanted you to go on a rock and roll karaoke tour with him? What would be your choice? I don't know. That's a dumb question. Who cares?
Right. I would probably, Buddy.
Oh, that's nice. That's some pandering shit there.
Yeah, it is. I got to dig out, Tim. I'm digging out.
Thank you.
Yep.
You got to dig out. Can I just do a little business here for a second? Just a little business.
Good morning.
Good, Doug. Good morning to you. You just
I do it myself.
And I want to say,
oh God, we're gonna get that. What is that?
clove cigarette.
Okay, good.
I just want to say hi. Get it? Like hi.
Maybe I've smoked too much pot.
By the way, of course, the whole 420 thing is ridiculous.
Oh, it's fun.
It's just like
Sure smells good.
the consumption of marijuana
That's why I switched to these
has
clove
become
cigarettes.
totally normalized, and there is no. And it's fine. You want to celebrate it? Go ahead. Might as well celebrate white bread at this point. Vic, if I order a BLT, I'll ask this to Pat. He's the guest.
Sure.
This is my pointed question to you.
Bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
A BLT, and they ask for choice of bread. What is my answer?
I'm gonna go right down the middle, and I'm gonna say white.
Yeah,
It has to be white. It has to be white.
Yeah.
White
And
bread toasted.
Don't get fancy.
And
You know what I mean?
Can you imagine this situation?
mayonnaise though too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Can you imagine this scenario? I'll have a BLT, white bread, don't toast it.
Oh,
Jesus, what?
yeah.
What sickos doing that?
Yeah. I gave up on whole at the diner. Like for 15 years, I was like, I'm gonna go healthy. I'm gonna get whole wheat. It's all the same. It's all terrible.
Yeah, they
So
say
just
some people
get
say that
white.
whole wheat is even worse for you.
Yeah.
No
Some
scrapple.
people.
I don't fuck
Right.
with scrapple.
Yeah, some people do say
No
that.
scrapple. I don't fuck with scrapple.
Okay. Do you fuck with scrapple?
I don't fuck with Scrapple, Tim.
Really?
Right.
Should I fuck
Are you
with
vegetarian? Not.
You're from
I'll take it all.
Philadelphia.
Mhm.
What part?
I live in Fishtown.
All right.
Yeah.
I love Fish. Well, Fishtown's a gentrified situation right now.
Yeah.
But is that where are you from?
From Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Vic,
Yeah.
what do you got?
Oh yeah.
Anything?
Let's see. I don't.
Dunder
hold on.
Mifflin Head, huh?
Yeah.
I got it somewhere.
People genuinely get excited. Like they think I was on the show. Like I
Yeah.
say it, they think I was on the show.
Now I wonder, did they
That's
ever
not it.
fly out there to shoot anything, or was it all just in the valley here? I think it was all in the
I
valley.
think they did like the intro at some of the scenes,
Yeah.
but then what they would do is like the cast members and mostly like the supporting cast members would show up a lot.
Really?
Like there was
just to be recognized.
Oh, yeah.
Conventions.
They would like bartend
Yeah.
conventions, and I actually played a convention where I was like the local guitar player, and I came up with the band and played the theme song. And
Oh, that's the Daily Show.
right. And
Ask me what my favorite song is.
What's your favorite song?
It's Probably the Daily Show theme song.
Right.
That's Bob Mould, isn't it?
Is it?
No, it's Mike Watt.
It's Mike Watt.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Similar.
But yeah, they like bartend, they do shifts, like they're like, and they were actually like doing shifts. Like the Kevin, who's Kevin? The,
Yeah. Little heavyset bald guy.
He like,
Curly guy.
yeah, there's a bar that my cousin owns called the Bog in Scranton. You know,
Check it out, folks. The Bog,
I'm
open
plugging.
from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m.
I'm plugging.
They've got great Caesar
Yeah.
salads there.
But he was like working. Like he
Right.
wasn't even like just shaking hands. Like he was saying like, okay, 2 vodka crayons.
Wow.
Like he did the whole shift. Nice guy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. I need to do
Where's
so much
Hunter?
shit here. What else? My summer tour is on sale now. Go to timheidecker.com/live. There's so many wonderful dates. Vic Berger's going to be along, the Very Good Band. You didn't get to see us in Philly.
I didn't.
Shame on you.
I know. I'm upset about that.
Could have got you on the guest list.
Tim.
But closest we're coming to the East Coast for you would be Sayreville, New Jersey.
Okay.
You know about that place?
I don't know about
Okay.
Sayreville, New Jersey. I've
Or
only played in
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Come on down to Baltimore.
I could come down to
Get on the
Baltimore.
Estella.
Sure.
Anyway. All right. What other plug do I have here? Anything else? I'm on this show. I'm going to promote this show because I'm a friend of a friend of entertainment.
That's very big of you, Tim. Thank you.
I do. Well, entertainment needs help right now.
It does. It does.
It's,
There's a strike coming up, I heard.
It's on Max.
Yeah.
It's a cartoon adult animated series, a lot of nudity, called Fired on Mars, and I play a part. My voice, as you can hear right now, you can hear my voice behind an animated cartoon, a drawn cartoon. You understand that?
And there's a lot of nudity.
Mostly nudity, graphic nudity, not animated.
Right.
It's the animated stuff, and then there's just graphic nudity.
Graphic.
Yeah. Graphic and disturbing. That's on Max, which is HBO.
HBO.
Yeah.
It's HBO. So here's what I want from the listeners today.
God, I hate that drop. It's so loud, too.
He thinks it's funny.
I think it's great.
What are you wearing, a baseball cap? What are you?
I'm on baseball. It's baseball season.
What are you, coach of the Bad News Bears?
No,
now?
but I show up at my kids' games and it's the best. It's so fun.
You ever rage out on other players?
Not yet, but I will. I will. Yeah, the umps that I was thinking that my dad would always yell at the refs and the umps and everything, but they're just like people that are volunteering to for kids'
they're doing their
games.
best.
Yeah, like
Everyone's doing their best.
Dad, shame on you.
Did you have a coach in Little League that didn't have a player on the team?
Ooh, weird.
Because we did.
Yeah.
And we like realized that 10 years later, like
That's
we were just like hanging out. We're like, who was Mr. Duggan? Like he didn't have a son on the did anybody check this guy? He was always there early.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like, all right, let's get you in the batter's box.
For the love of the game.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Walter Matthau had a kid on the team, did he?
It's true.
Yeah, what's he doing? What's the deal with that?
Well, he passed away.
Well,
Yeah.
like
What's Walter Matthau doing lately? You don't hear much from
in the
him.
movie.
Well, you can't make that movie now.
No,
You
It's
can't make that
it's not
movie now.
PC.
You can't make that movie now.
No, what I want from the listeners today, frankly, is Pat. If you don't know Pat, he's got a terrific. You're still doing the channel, right?
I'm still doing the channel, yeah.
And why this song? What's it called? This song sucks.
What makes this song
What
stink?
makes this
Thanks
song
for watching.
stink? Sorry, I mean I do. I have.
He actually does. He actually does watch.
Yeah. I don't have a photographic memory of every YouTube show I watch. I remember things like Little House on the Prairie, no problem, because that's a good title.
Right.
I'm proud to say I stink.
You picture that title. You picture that little house on the prairie. You know, not tough.
No.
But yours is. I can't even tell you what it is now.
I know it's long. It's what makes this song stink.
See, yeah, that's what makes this song stink.
Stink, yeah.
We're going to work on that today and get. But you're doing tremendously successful with the channel.
I mean,
It's a good channel.
We're doing all right, yeah.
And what you do is you analyze these songs that bother you.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you have a song out there that you think stinks, it stinks. Listen to this drop.
I gotta find it.
Oh boy.
I lost it already. Just
Guess who
Just
this
keep
is.
going.
See if you can guess who this
Wait.
is.
Okay.
When it comes in.
I gotta find it.
Anyways.
I'm not gonna find
If
it.
you don't, if you have a, you pull that up out of nowhere
I
all
know,
the
but
time.
I forget where I put it when I'm on the spot here.
Yes, if you have a song that you don't like, and maybe it's a popular song that drives you crazy because you're like, why is this song so popular? Why do people love this song? Call in, we'll get Pat's first reactions. We're also going to, I have a game we're going to play with Pat and a listener. I'm going to read, careful now, listen to this. I'm going to read YouTube comments on a certain music video. It'll be a fairly well-known modern band, and you'll have to guess, identify which band that YouTube comment is in reference to.
Okay.
It's going to be fun. You're going to want to stick around for that
Pat,
one.
have you ever discussed the songs you think are fragrant?
Fragrant? I don't think I have, actually.
Maybe we should get into that a little bit.
Okay.
Well, like you mean music he likes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yeah,
I mean,
sure. Well, you're
nice
wearing a
to know.
Or you
goddamn
find a
Guided
way
by
to-
Voices shirt. I
Right.
don't think you're doing that ironically.
No, I'm
All
not.
right, name the last 4 Guided by Voices records.
Oh boy.
I mean,
You love them. You got the whole. You
yeah.
love them. You got the shirt and everything.
it's not Vampire and Titus.
No. Well, this is a running gag of the show, but
Space Gun.
why don't we just make up some Guided by Voices
Okay.
album titles and see if we, the 1,000 monkeys typing at the same time, see if we get one.
Right. Motorcycle in Venus.
Yeah.
Uh,
Moonhorn.
Moonhorn, sure. The
Viceroy of unexpected dimension.
That's the Duke of every canyon. He's the Duke.
Yeah. He's the Duke of every canyon.
Right.
Doesn't know what year it is.
So, I like good music.
Yeah.
I love the Beatles. And I talk about the Beatles every day.
Yeah.
I love pretty music.
It's every
That's
day.
a cop
It's
out.
everyday Beatles. What do you want from me? Let's see.
The Kinks.
I like
The Replacements.
Love the Kinks. Love the Replacements.
Somebody made a really interesting.
Something in the last 20, 30 years, though.
Andy Schaaf.
Love Andy Schaaf.
He was
We
here.
had him on the
That's
show.
exciting.
Sat in that seat.
Someone made a really good point to me the other day that we were talking about how all rock in the past 30 years is rooted in some kind of nostalgia. There's very little kind of groundbreaking stuff happening in the genre of rock.
I have so many great ideas.
But it's all referential to other periods. And he said, look at Nirvana. Nirvana is referential of, and this blew my mind when he said it, the Replacements. Listen to the music. Look at the grunge look. Like all that's coming from the Replacements.
Yeah.
He says Cobain denied it.
He would have said Husker Du instead, though.
Yeah.
He would have went with the cooler
I
one.
think it's more
You
of
know
like
what I mean?
the Pixies. He's
admitted that.
Pixies-
There's
Pixies
the
is big
structure of
time, yeah.
the
I don't know about the
songs are
Replacements.
Yeah, I don't hear the Replacements. I don't
Dude,
know.
you will if you.
Really?
Yeah, it's there.
Well, like Tommy got his tonsils out, like
yeah.
I mean, it's
like the early stuff, like
Yeah.
the really early when they're just kids.
Anyways, no, not even the early
even
stuff.
that.
I'm talking Nevermind.
Have you ever gone on the Nirvana Reddit? No, I don't know.
No.
Well, I don't.
I like Nirvana.
Reddit comes to you, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know, but so the Nirvana Reddit, it's tough. I mean, they're just trying. Like, what can you? What else is there? You know what I mean? They're like, what do
never
you?
anything new
It's like,
coming.
what do you think the 5th album would have been?
Oh, yeah.
again. You know what I mean? Like analyzing, like, what do you think this lyric means? Like, the 4th song, the track listing on Bleach. Do you think that?
How many?
Like,
We should find out how many subscribers are on the Nirvana Reddit. How active is it?
Well, can you answer that though? What would the 5th album sound like? What would it
I have
sound
no
like?
interest in that. What's the point
I'm
of those
curious. I'm kind of
hypotheticals?
curious about it.
Well, then what do you think it would be?
I'm gonna join the Reddit. It would just be him and an acoustic guitar after Unplugged.
Yeah.
Oh,
that would have been so successful. He's gonna do his own Elliott Smith kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think he would have jumped on the bandwagon of the new metal trend, and he probably would have gone. Probably throw some rap in there.
He may have.
All right. Well, by the way, we also have the show's flying by. We have Madison McFerrin in the second half doing a new song for us, and then she'll hang out, and we'll get to talk to Madison, who was an early Office Hours Phase 2 guest on Zoom, but now we have her in person. So stick around for that. Oh my God. So let's take a call and then we'll do City of the Day. But first let's do a call. See if somebody has, right off the bat, has a song for Pat. It's kind of cool. Almost
I
a
don't know.
rhyme.
Does any wave your hand around if you do have a song? We had some hand. Oh no, you got one. Great.
I don't know. How you doing?
Hey, yeah.
You doing
I've got a
all right?
song.
What you got?
Your Body is a Wonderland.
I'm doing that right now.
You're doing that as
Yeah.
a special?
Yeah, but don't tell anybody.
Wow. I just did.
Yeah,
You
don't
just did.
I didn't tell Sharpling that. So
This is exclusive.
on my YouTube channel that has 150,000 subscribers. This is the scoop.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mayer is a very he's the only, as I refer to him, he's the only guitar player when it comes to YouTube and all of the people that I'm like kind of are parodying.
Yeah.
And he's the big dog. I might get canceled from YouTube for saying something
Right, because
negative.
he owns that space.
Everything. He
Right.
owns guitar. There is no. You
Now,
can't.
do you like him as a guitar player?
He's fine. Yeah,
He's
a good guitar
adept,
player, but
yeah.
who cares?
Who
That's
cares?
my line. There's a million good guitar players.
Yeah.
Like if you heard his solo, or if you just heard a guitar solo, and didn't know what it was, and it was him, would you be able to pick it out?
Probably because he. Here's the thing, it's close to home because he loves Mark Knopfler. I love Mark Knopfler.
yeah,
sure, that
He's
makes
ripping
sense.
off Mark Knopfler. I
Yeah.
try to rip off Mark Knopfler, you
Right.
know? So it's just kind of like, I do like what he's doing.
Right.
It's just that he's the only guy, and he also goes, with the bubblegum tongue, you know? And people are going to say, hey, he was 21 when he wrote that, man.
Yeah.
He was 21. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't forget. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You can't write your body as a Wonderland. I don't care how old you were.
Yeah, that should have been scrapped as a.
It's not like he's not playing it anymore,
And
right?
he still plays it, Vic. I'm
But
doing
it
it.
is Wonderland.
Yeah, this is basically what the video's going to be. But
Now, is that
Yeah.
does that
Insert some of this into it.
right, I will. I wanted to ask
Yeah,
you guys, like,
yeah.
how do you feel, Tim Heidecker,
on that song?
about John Mayer, just in general?
Well, I know John.
Okay.
I've met him years ago, and he's a comedy fan, so he like knew about Tim and Eric kind of early.
Okay.
And came in and did. He was a good sport. He did some funny little sketches with us on Awesome Show. I thought he was nice. I've run into him a few times. I always kind of enjoyed talking to him.
Yeah. Okay.
Frankly,
A very good friend of you.
I am not. I don't listen. I never have ever listened to his music.
Yeah.
I mean, I just not because. I mean, yeah. I would have heard that song "Your Body Is a Wonderland" and said I would imagine I heard it way too many times in the movie theater men's room.
Right.
You know,
I'm so happy I have you as my
that's
best
where that
friend.
song would be
Right.
played mostly through the AMC sound their playlist.
What's his deal with being best friends with Bob Saget?
Well,
What's
he
that
loved
about?
comedy, and he wanted
Yeah.
to hang out with comedy people. You know,
This is what I'm saying. It's so close to home. For me.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I want to like this.
Yeah.
Like, so my video is kind of like a pursuit.
right?
You know, and I'm still putting it together right now. But
I don't
mean,
think like he's not egregious to me in a like there are people that probably offend me more. In fact, as a guy who doesn't like the Grateful Dead but kind of do, I listened to one of their Dead and Company shows and I was like, hey, you know what?
Pretty good job.
I kind of like the way he's inserting himself into this world. I have to admit. So yeah, whatever. I mean. And I see some of his videos where he's showing you how to do things. I think that's kind of nice. So yeah, he's not got all the best to you. Now, is he one of these predators? Is he one of these bad guys?
I mean,
we're not getting into that.
We're not going to get into
Okay.
that. But I mean,
don't know.
There's just some fundamental problems that I have. There's problems, and I'm going to talk about them. And you know, I might end up liking them by the end of the.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, it's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's bad for your channel.
The chat with the caller. What do you got on it though? What do you got about John Mayer or his body?
I don't know.
Body
That
of
song
work.
just makes me cringe.
Yeah.
It's like a cringy song. And actually, Tim, I have a question for you related to that because a few shows ago you mentioned in passing that you don't like the word cringe, and I just wanted to ask you about that a little bit.
I don't like the word cringe. I think it's. I mean, there are certain. I understand it, and I think they're. You know, it's appropriate for certain things. But boy, does it get. It's just one of these words that gets overused.
Too much.
And find a bigger vocabulary. Find a better way to express yourself. I'm. You know, we're not in any rush. If you can explain what that feeling is, that's just not cringe, because it's also like that word meh. That word meh could go fuck itself.
I love Roxy music.
Because I want you to be passionate about something,
Yeah.
whether you hate it or don't hate it. And cringe is sort of more about your own vulnerabilities and your own, you know, that seems like this is another overuse. Sounds like a you problem. Why are you cringed out by that song? You know, John Mayer is just expressing a way he feels about a woman.
You bubblegum time.
How about Wince? Wince?
Wince is fine.
I like Wince.
That. I like Wince.
Wince is cool.
How about shudder? I shudder to, like
shudder, like SHUDDER.
Isn't
Like
there like
I like that.
shudder to think?
Shudder.
Well, that's a
Shudder.
band, but it's
Yeah.
also a phrase.
Listen, I think cringe because we're so rooted in irony and detachment and being cool, that cringe often gets used when someone is expressing themselves or being earnest or being open, and that's a sign to me that all that you're just uncomfortable by emotion or by self-expression.
But do we have to feel weird about that word? Is that like, or should we feel weird about that word? I don't know.
What do you mean? Well, I'm just telling you what I think.
How?
I don't care what you think.
What is it?
I don't have.
Oh, okay. Well, why is it? Why is the word saying the word cringe cringy?
It is.
It's also just
okay.
become like overused. It's
Overused.
become
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
If you're saying cringe, it's like saying.
But it's also like you're in a position of power, like, dude, cringe.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not a stan of cringe either.
Stan is another one.
Where the fuck did Stan come from? What was wrong with fan, Doug?
Yeah.
What was wrong? Fan is a great word. Stan comes in?
Yeah.
You know?
You got to embrace the new terminology, guys.
That's like loyalty beyond reason.
But that's no. It's like based off the Eminem song, isn't it?
Is that where it
Oh,
comes
yeah,
from?
for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I
Now
didn't
know
know that either.
All right. Well, thanks for the call. Now, will you re-examine your association with the word cringe?
I will, yeah. I mean, that's interesting to hear because, like, for me, cringe is like such a specific emotion, but there definitely is some part of me that's like a little bit superior, or complex, or like condescension.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I think it's a
with
good
that word.
check-in for you to kind of do a little work on the inside. Do a little work on yourself, pal. Then come back to me about what's cringe.
So, Tim, when we talk about, say, like Trump's trading cards,
well, that's just hilarious.
That's not cringe.
No, I don't think it's cringe.
Hello
You
again.
know what I mean?
This is your favorite.
Oh, here we go.
Hey,
Do you want to get into this?
Why don't we make up a new word called crunge?
Crunch. Crunch paddle.
It's like it cringe, but it kind of rocks at the same time.
Yeah, we do a crunch paddle.
All right, well, let's do the city of the day. Then we'll talk about Trump's NFTs and his big boy leather jacket. Oh,
Thanks, y'all.
now is this song cringe? It's a good song.
This is a great song.
City of the Day. City of the Day is brought to you by double-mast flagpoles from Flag Champ. When tragedy strikes, it is respectful to fly our flags at half-mast. Sadly, this is happening all too often in today's perilous times. That's why Flag Champ invented double-mast flagpoles. These telescoping poles will balance out the grief and send any flag twice as high as a regular flagpole, filling onlookers with a sense of pride and glory. Next time something kick-ass happens, simply press a button on the bottom of your pole and the flag will be flown up to 50 feet. That's twice as high as a standard flagpole. Your guy got elected, double mast. Our boys bombed him to hell, double mast. Cops shut down the protest, double mast. Not only do our flags go double mast, but they can easily go half or even quarter mast with the touch of a button. Anytime you want to express your disapproval or national or local events. Your disapproval of national or local events. Office Hours listeners get a free quarter quart of pole oil with every order by surfing to flagwhimsy123.cn/fortune and using the code word happiness6. Send your pride sky high with double-mast flagpoles. And now, I will remain silent for 22 seconds because I'm a great guy.
You can send your flag up into the sky twice as high as a normal flag. Double mast from Flag Shop. When you want to celebrate and have pride, let your flag take flight. Double mast from Flag Shop. Let your flag take flight. Double mast from Flag Shop.
All right, let's find out who is the city of the day.
Hi, everybody. My name's Danny.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, Tim. Hi, friends.
Hi.
So it's kind of the park of the day, but I'll say city. I'm in a park right now. The city of the day is East Meadow, New York. I'm at Eisenhower Park, which is the biggest park in Nassau County.
Cool. Well, that's what part of New York? Upstate, outside the city, Western New York, Albany?
Long Island. Long Island.
Get the hell out of my Zoom, Long Island people. That's Captain Carlin country out there.
Great town, East Meadow.
Yeah.
You bring your cat to the park?
That's hysterical. Yes, I brought my cat to
See?
the park last summer.
There you go.
I had her on a leash. Yeah.
Can your cat handle it though? Like does she
She's
walk
actually-
around? Yeah.
She's really cool.
Oh, that's
People are like, oh, this is like a puppy.
Now, do you have a song in mind that Pat might comment on? A song that bugs the shit out of you?
That who might comment on? Your guess?
Oh, just in general, any song that's famous that you secretly hate.
I can think of a lot of them.
Okay.
Well, just give us one.
Yeah.
The song I'm Blue, it's like a techno song. That's a song I can't stand.
Yeah, get there, Vic. Get there.
I love that song by Eiffel 65.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand why we.
Yeah.
I understand why one would hate it.
I think my kid loves that song. I think it's having a renaissance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going around.
It's going around. All right. Any others? We give
somebody-
that one a pass.
I mean, I'm not like
let's
seeking
see.
it out, but
Yeah.
I'll take one.
Sure.
You know?
I can think of some Beatles songs that I don't like. Make me wince, absolutely wince.
Yeah.
Make you cringe.
Make you feel
Guns N' Roses
uncomfortable.
songs.
Hey
Guns N'
Jude.
Roses songs.
Hey Jude, gotta go.
Oh,
That's
stop.
I
beautiful.
get it. I'm
You understand?
I love Hey Jude.
How do you feel about Bad to the Bone?
Hey Jude.
Bad to the Bone comes on. What's your name again?
My man out.
Danny,
Danny. Bad to the Bone comes on. Are you turning it up or are you changing the channel?
I'm totally changing the channel on that one.
And
Ever
then-
since I was born.
I don't know. I want to.
What if it's
Want to
Giuliani
say Guns
singing?
N' Roses, like Welcome to the Jungle.
I can't hear her. I can't do the show.
I'm getting the full
I
experience right
can't.
now. This is
I can't.
awesome.
I don't know. I don't know what this is.
Everybody, this is awesome. Everything's happening. Those two are having a blast.
The guys back there on the meeting the other day, they're like, I don't know why people aren't watching the show. Why our number? I know why. Because if I was watching this show, I'd go, see ya.
What are they supposed to pay attention to? It's
Yeah.
too much.
Fitness it up.
I get it. I'd be out. I would not put up with
I
this
know,
shit.
right? That's fair. It's a fair criticism.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Oh, she's out.
No.
Well, it's partly
I
her
wanna-
fault.
I wanna-
I just hear.
She said something
Charlie
about
Brown
Welcome
mom.
to the Jungle. I don't know if she's pro.
Yes, that's the song. That's the song that comes to mind that it's overplayed.
I get
It's
it.
such a good song, but
It
it's
is.
like
Yeah.
on all the time.
It's a good
Well,
song.
The
though.
rock
It
and
is.
roll,
It is.
the rock and roll canon. Let's say the classic rock canon, which now is starting to widen because it's got to start taking in like 90s and early
Yeah.
2000s. It's got to do a full refresh. Like
Right.
if you go to some pub for lunch and they're playing like the classic rock station, I can't do like the Kansas anymore. I can't
Right.
do. I mean, it's bands that I like and. Like there's so many of these songs that just like let's pull them out.
Why don't they swap
but
in
they
a different
weren't. I
track
think-
from that album?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Little deep cut.
I was always just like, you know the Golden Earring song that goes bullet to the bone?
Yeah.
Going down into the twilight zone.
Yeah.
And it has a 5-minute do 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 do.
Yeah, I love that song.
And Rock does a fan. And Rock 107, where I grew up in Scranton, they played it every day. And
Yeah.
I was like, there is a 4-minute do 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 do. And I'm like, you could play another song off of Houses of the Holy.
Yeah.
In this, like,
Sure.
not Over the Hills and Far Away. Just
Right.
like, you know what I mean?
Well, there was one that and I love Steely Dan, but they're
That's a good drop right
Do
there.
It Again,
Yeah.
right? Which is a great song, but there's that sitar guitar solo.
Yes.
And I'm on like an 8 a.m. flight, and there's some airline that was playing classic rock through the cabin. I'm like, I don't want to fucking hear this song anymore. I need it cleared out.
Right.
Drop it from all the playlists. Mostly because that it's like
Right.
it's long and
It's
it's
very
like
long.
annoying.
What plane is this that's playing Steely Dan through the...
It's a private.
Oh, sure.
This was the Aer Lingus music when we're.
Right.
Wasn't that it? This one. It was like the boarding music for Aer Lingus.
Right. It's like infomercial.
Yeah.
I know you guys are quick. I just have one quick question.
Yeah.
How did you get the isolated bad to the bone sax solo that quick?
Well, I've had that ready.
Like, come on.
I've been waiting for this moment. my
He's
whole
had
life.
it ready.
I just love it so much.
All right. I want to get to these.
I mean, he's been dropping that for
I drop
years.
that now and then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been here a while.
Bad to the bone.
Right.
Do we want to do this game now, or do you want to talk about Trump
Is
NFT?
there any way I could
Well, let's
Can I say
listen.
something?
Let's
Yeah,
listen
she wants to say
go
something,
ahead.
Tim.
All right,
Danny
yeah.
wants
Wait.
the final word.
Why? In the history
I
of the
do.
show, the second someone stops talking, they get muted.
I know.
Like beyond, like as soon as I'm like, thank you, like,
I thought, yeah.
and this
I thought I'd
woman's
get
been on for
something
about an
to
hour.
say.
I hear everything.
What
Yeah,
is it? What's
feels
the
like
final
that.
word from Long Island?
just wanna-
Matt's, I know
I just
Matt's
wanna show
preference. He
my-
wants to have the fucking
My
Long Island lady on.
gratitude. Yeah. Gratitude for all of the Tim and Eric I've had in my life for however long, since
Thank
Tom
you.
goes to the mayor. Tim Heidecker as a separate artist. I love you. I love everything you do. I'm like,
Thank you,
I
Tim.
have hearts coming out of my head right now for everything you do.
Thank you,
I
Tim.
love I love high school. I loved your last album.
Thank you.
I saw you in Brooklyn and I got to dance on stage with you, which was
Aw.
literally like
See?
my life.
That's
You
nice.
That's
called
really
me
nice.
up, I got to dance with you. Oh my God, it definitely made my year. And I'm thinking about coming to. I saw that you're playing at Webster Hall this
Yeah,
summer.
that's a nice venue, right? Very established.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Tickets are going quickly
Going
for
out there,
Webster
like,
Hall, so get your tickets now.
Yes, I'm gonna get them. But is there any kind of VIP
What the hell?
Is there any kind of VIP situation I can get in on as one of your biggest fans?
What did you say? What are you? Oh, this is all buttering me up for an ask.
Yeah.
What is the ask?
Is there a VIP situation beforehand?
Yes, it's for sale on the site.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if you had to be like a
Absolutely
special
free.
friend to get that.
Oh.
There you go. You can get the VIP. It costs a little money because my time is money.
I
What do you
get
wanna-
it. I get it.
And you're already doing 2 shows. I mean, that's your 3rd show.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
love.
All right. Thank
Just
you.
go to
love.
timheidecker.com/live. All the information should be there. If it's not, let me know and I'll kill somebody at this point.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you for everything you do. Mwah.
By the way, last week, we're going to get into the YouTube comments game, but I want to address my own YouTube comments.
Oh, all right, you want to pull that up?
Yeah, well, people get the wrong idea about me. They get, why is he so mean to people? Well, look what I'm dealing with here. It's chaos.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get a show together. I'm trying to put a show together.
Right.
I'm the captain of the ship. Forget him. And
He's burning back there.
look at him.
He's burning.
I mean, what am I? I'm like Moe Howard.
Yeah.
You know how I'm Moe Howard? You know?
Yeah.
Do you think people back in the day, if there was YouTube comments, right, on the Three Stooges as they came out, somebody would be like, I don't know about this Moe Howard. He seems like a real asshole.
Right.
Yeah, but look, he's dealing with Curly, who's
Yeah.
Of course he's going to smack him.
Right.
What else is he going to do?
Curly Joe, cringe AF. That'd be the top comment.
Yeah. Oh, they'd be pissed about
They wouldn't
Joe
let-
Bessler. And
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bessler.
But
rightly
and then people,
so.
I think my thing would be like, I think the YouTube comments would be all anti-Mo. They'd be like, this
Yeah.
guy's not nice. What a narcissist. What a
Right.
prick. But there'd be way too much love for Larry. They'd be like, I like Larry.
Well, no, Larry's the George of
Yeah.
the Three Stooges,
Yeah.
where it's like, remember when George was everybody's favorite Beatle for
Yeah.
like, you know?
Yeah, it's cool to like
it's
Larry.
cool to like Larry.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We love him.
We love him. He's not Curly. He's not Mo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You really like Curly?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
No.
We should join
you-
the fucking club.
You like the guy that writes Strawberry Fields Forever?
Yeah.
You like him? You know what I mean? Dude. And I love George, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
You don't, I mean, the Three Stooges, and then Shemp, people would be upset about Shemp.
Yeah.
But then there'd be Shemp heads.
There's Shemp heads, yeah.
Anyways, my point is, and listen, I take things a little too, I go a little overboard, and I'm going to shut you down because we're trying to entertain. And if you're in on that wavelength, then you know that this is not real. And we are just having fun and we're playing around. And it's like it's like when people are boxing. Are you worried that somebody's like that? These guys are really mad at each other?
Right.
You're not worried about that. I mean, so of course, right, boys? It's nuts. And here they go, and they're gonna play the part of being like, sure, Tim.
But when you're in here and you're in it, you said overboard.
Yeah.
I immediately thought of Kurt Russell.
Of course.
Because I'm just thinking, how do I get a Goldie Hawn drop? Like, can I get something over here?
Who wrote the intro song? Do you know that one?
I don't.
So anyway,
Randy Newman.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, for the movie Overboard.
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 That's not a very.
But
good
last
song.
week somebody called in, and it was actually quite a cordial call. It was about how he came to see me a few years ago live, and I ran out into the audience and accidentally broke his toe. Apparently, now I'm just finding out about this 2 years.
Randy Newman?
No, caller.
Okay.
From last week, a Zoomer.
Okay.
And
I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I mean, I wasn't. We can we could pull up the clip. Probably won't, but I don't think I was sort of like, I'm glad I did that. But I kind of probably moved on a little quickly with it. All right, I'm sure I might have said I'm sorry. What are you going to do about a broken toe?
You were putting on a show.
The caller didn't seem that upset.
He didn't seem that upset, Pat.
No.
He was like, I thought you would think it was funny, and blah blah blah.
And the comment was upset on his behalf.
The comment was what, Matt? What did the comment say?
Oh, are you pulling? Do you see it?
Well, I don't know. Of course, I don't
can't
have
read
anything up on my monitor. Of course.
Okay, here we go.
What does it say, Pat? I
Wes,
can't
can you
see
give it to
The
Tim?
fact that a guy tells Tim he broke his toe and he clearly gives zero shits. That's Anders C. 6 days ago. And then Anders C. 5 days ago comes back with, is the narcissism that made me stop watching this episode. Okay, so he finishes his sentence.
He had to have to think about it. He had to have to think about it.
Yeah, he had to have sleep on it.
Everybody's on
That's
pins. Everyone's on pins and needles waiting to find out.
Anders C. And then Dead Animator comes in and loves it. Dead Animator likes it. He gives it a ha. 3 ha's.
Okay, so
Yeah,
listen. Hey,
Dead
maybe
Animator.
everybody's having a good time in the chat, and they're just like, maybe that's not real. Maybe he wants to call in and explain how I demonstrated my narcissism by not. What am I supposed to do? Send him ace bandage and a splint for a broken toe from 2 years ago?
Anders. Are you familiar with Logic Pro? You ever?
I got it right up here. What do you want?
All right, cool.
What
Well,
plugins do you
one
want?
of their fake drummers, the one that I always use for like my scumbag, new rock songs that I do, is fake drummers called Anders.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering if it could be Anders.
It could be AI Anders.
AI Anders.
Yeah, AI Anders from Logic Pro started a YouTube account and it's now like spreading through YouTube.
Yeah. Much like that Oasis album. Have you heard that?
No.
I mean, I don't want to talk
somebody
about
made
Chat GPT. I don't want to, but there's a fake Oasis album and it's not that bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't say I was ever an Oasis guy.
Either was I, but
Yeah.
I'm happy they're here.
I kind
I'm
of
just
missed that.
not a guy. I'm happy that those English people love them so
They
much.
love them so much.
So much. It's great to be around. Like, because when I was in the UK, I just asked, like, what about Oasis? And they're like, yeah.
That's the
like
boys.
immediately.
Yeah.
That's
them, yeah.
It's great.
And I never really understood like the Beatle connection either.
No.
Like, it doesn't sound like the Beatles to me. It sounds like Soul Asylum.
Yeah.
They're just like blatantly ripping them off. Like he has like Wonderwall, was like
Well,
a George
but
Harrison.
it doesn't
even
sound like
the music, though, like
I don't think the music sounds
like Champagne Supernova has like the Dear
what I mean?
Prudence chord
Like-
progression, which
yeah.
is like the White Room chord progression, which is the
While My Guitar
brain
Gently
stew.
Weeps.
While and and maybe that's where they're
25 or
getting
6 to 4 too.
big time.
right.
Chicago.
What's your favorite chord?
I'm a diminished guy, like George, like the naughty chords.
Yeah.
I love throwing it. Yeah.
What's your favorite chord progression?
I like the Julia chord progression, which is I think it's the 1-6-3.
Should have had a guitar. This 12 stringers.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
but it's also Amber by 311. So it's like everything, it's a fine line, you know?
Now, do you do that on the
Another
show?
great song.
You kind of say this song is basically that song.
Yeah.
And it. I mean, there's only so many.
There's only so many, but it's just a matter.
I like
of...
when I like this kind of progression. It goes like. I like the 1 to the 3, 1 to the 3 7.
Yeah, that's nice.
3 major 7.
Well, back to Buddy, and I don't mean to pander, but I love that song.
Thank you.
And it's just a 1-4, 1-5.
Yeah.
Back and forth. You know.
I mean, if you want it, I just.
What do you guys, tour tight? What do you guys, tour tight or something in here? You tour tight?
Oh, God.
Vic, you tour tight?
I'm tour tight. Don't even have to think about it anymore.
Yeah.
There is a
I had my
minor
eyes
chord in
closed
there
most
in
of the
the
show.
There
anymore.
is. You get down to that 6 Beato. So that's kind of what, you know, you could talk about the theory of a song, but at the same time, it's like you could that same song.
Yeah.
If you slightly changed it instead of going and you did like down to back. Then it's on my channel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You're right. So that's what, when I wrote that, I was like, "Come on, this has got to be something else." So could we figure out what that is? Like,
it's Runaround.
What is it?
I mean, it's American Pie. You know, bye bye, Miss American Pie, bye Miss American Pie.
But he doesn't do the 7.
He doesn't do the 7, right? So, well, it's kind of like you or me. You went on the Best Show on Tuesday before you went on Office Hours, like Don McLean. You know what I mean? You just, and then Don McLean had you went on the,
Yeah. All right. So it is American Pie, but a different melody. That's
different
the key.
melody and different sentiment, and the sentiment is lovely, I think, and I think it's a great song.
It's nice to hear from you, Pat. Thank you. I take that sincerely.
Yeah. I don't give a shit.
Wasn't cringe for you?
It wasn't cringe. And I'm not above saying I'm a fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like, I don't give a shit.
Is it that?
Sort of.
Kind of. But this chord progression, I don't want to get like too dorky, but the 1-4-2-5 is the king of the mid 90s from like 94 to 97. Because you have that, and then you have the evil version of Runaround, which is hard to say what it is.
Delamitri, right?
Sister Hazel, Vic. Get it?
What'd you say? It's 1-4?
1-4-2.
So A minor,
and then 5. G, yeah. So that would be like, come to my window. Come to my window. It would be Runaround. It would be Delamitri and Sister Hazel. Right there.
I did this one song on this new record I'm working on, and it's kind of a Brucey kind of song, like a very Bruce ballad, and I was like, all right, I'm going to try to not make this too super Bruce, try to figure out ways to strip away Bruce. But then I was like, something's bugging me about this song, and I found the song that I ripped off.
Yeah, that's
of Bruce.
Yeah,
and
which
I was
one?
Like, and it was Darkness on the Edge of Town.
Okay. If you think
it
is usually.
Yeah, I paralleled it.
Yeah.
Played them both, and I was like, oh, same melody. So, whatever. Chords are fine. You can do a 1-4 all day.
Right.
I'll do a 1. I'll listen to a 1-4 song all day.
Love a 1-4. Dr. Dog, 1-4. Kings of the 1-4 as far as I'm concerned. But think about this though, Tim.
Velvet Underground.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
This is what I'm learning with this. You can do whatever you want. You can rip off
What the boss.
You can write a song called Wetlands. You know what I mean?
But
Drop it down the key.
So you could
no, but it's not. It's the melody.
No, I know the melody, but yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fun because then I was like, all right, I'm going to change some chords, change a little melody, and then it's suddenly different.
1-4.
Speaking of music,
yes, we are.
got a very
sorry,
special
folks.
guest.
We are on acid.
Sorry.
Wow, we're good. We'll go a little long today.
I got nothing.
Yeah, where we gotta go?
This is too much fun. Let's
Too
bring her
much
in.
fun. We got too much fun.
Turn Madison in.
That's what
if you will.
We're having too much fun. Too much fun. Little Smiths kind of thing.
We're having too much fun. Too much fun. We're
You locked in the harmony. Nice. Madison McFerrin, you're here.
I am.
Are you watching this fucking show?
I am.
Is it a total mess? Is it unwatchable? Yeah. We're on silly pills
Getting
today.
really like music geeked out. It's like level 1 to the 4 to the 5.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
You're like,
okay,
who
I went to
cares?
music school. I'm well aware of the music nerd.
So
though.
nerdy.
Yeah.
Good.
What does that mean? One of the four? It's like you go 4 notes up after the first note.
Yeah, so
if you
do,
go
re,
C, then you
mi,
go like.
fa. So you could just think of it as like do is the 1, and then fa would be the 4.
Do a deer.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah, at the end of the day, who cares?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. I do this whole YouTube channel about one. Who fucking cares? If the song's
Yeah.
good, it's good.
Okay, I must say though. Okay, so earlier you guys were talking about
Help me
John
out here.
Mayer.
There's this channel on YouTube.
Okay, here we go. I need this.
Close friend of John Mayer in the house.
No. And you mentioned that he was, or somebody else had commented, he was 21 when he made Body is a Wonderland, right?
Yeah.
But to that point, Stevie Wonder was 21 when he wrote Music of My Mind.
Exactly.
Bob
You
Dylan
know?
was 21 when he wrote The Times They Are A-Changin'.
You know?
And Beethoven was like 8 when he wrote like his first sonata or something.
Exactly.
Very, very true.
Or Mozart or one of those guys.
All right, Madison.
Madison, can I shake your hand for saying that? I appreciate that.
Madison, you got a new song.
I
We got
do.
a preview of it in the sound check, and it's lovely. I can't wait to hear it fully and have the audience understand how great this is, because they will immediately.
Immediately.
And then we'll take a break. You'll stick around. We're gonna actually Madison can play this game too.
Oh.
We're gonna read YouTube comments on mystery artists, and you'll have to identify who the artist is.
Oh.
See
okay.
from the way people talk about them and they're all positive comments. It's not.
Okay.
This isn't about slamming people.
Very nice.
All right, we'll be back. We're going to hear Utah from Madison McFerrin.
Yeah.
We'll be back with Pat and Madison and the Holy Trinity. Stick around. Join us on patreon.com/officehourslive to get the full show.
If you're watching live, youtube.com/officehourslive to all the Tim Channel people.
All the best.
I'm going now? Oh.
Let's do
I was
it.
like, we're going on a break. Real quick, before you hear my music, I'm releasing my debut album, I Hope You Can Forgive Me, May 12th, and I'll be on tour this June. Hey. If you're in LA, come through to Zebulon on June 1st.
Ooh,
Otherwise, other dates on my website, MadisonMcFerrin.com.
Awesome.
You know, quick plug. All right, look, ready? Something about the desert, it must get you heated. Seems we can't escape delirium. Caught between the canyons, you make your body echo. Everything we hear's been said and done. Thought that it was over, thought that we could make it across the Colorado line. But I was mistaken, and I'm waiting for you to make up your damn mind. Gotta get out of Utah, gotta get back home. But is Brooklyn any better? Or should we be alone? Something about formations splitting into pieces, cracking the windshield as we drive. It must irritate you to the point you break too, wondering if we could still survive. Maybe this is crazy, maybe I'm just lazy. Whatever the case, let's just decide. 'Cause I'm sick and tired of waiting. Don't think I could take it. For now, let's make it through the night. Gotta get out of Utah, gotta get back home. But is Brooklyn any better? Or should we be alone? I hate it when we fight. Can't stand more sleepless nights. What else is there to say to make you stay? Or should we walk away? Gotta get the fuck up out of Utah. Gotta get back home. Uh-oh. We messed up. We messed up. Should we start it over again? Are we just? Oh, this is the bridge. Taking it back. What else is there to say to make you stay? Or should we walk away? Gotta get the fuck up out of Utah. Gotta get back home. But is Brooklyn any better? Said is Brooklyn any better? Should we take this down to Georgia? California, help us grow. 'Cause if Brooklyn isn't better, I wanna be alone. Gotta get the fuck up out of Utah. Gotta get out of Utah. Don't wanna be alone.
Oh, baby. Now that is the definitive version of that song. You got to put that version out because
Exactly.
the way you rolled with that.
Yes.
I mean, Matt, do you have anything to say? It just
Oh
happened.
my God, I didn't touch it, I swear.
It's
I
all
don't know
good.
what
It's all
happened.
It's all good. But
It's
that's
all
what
good.
we love
It's
about the
live.
live
It's
format.
It's Office
And-
Hours live.
Exactly. And you know what you didn't do is the Ashley Simpson do-si-do. Right?
Well, that's because I wasn't lip syncing.
No, there you go.
That's true.
And let me say, that voice, my God. Pat, quick first reactions,
First
then
of
we'll go
all,
to break.
all,
sucks,
all we
right?
knew by that little mishap there is how pro Madison
Yes.
is.
But you know what
Just
happened?
went right through
When
it.
you went, I don't know what part of the song it is, but you went high.
Yeah, we looked
on
at each
420.
other.
Me and Pat
Yeah, we
locked.
did,
We're
we
like,
did.
oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
And it was
This is-
live. I was right here.
You are right
Your
here.
voice is ridiculous.
Thank you so
and
much.
That was
and
awesome.
I
Forget,
appreciate
what'd you say, lip sync. There's no auto tune on this. We
No.
got no
auto-tune.
plugins.
It's
This
no
is
auto-tune.
pitch perfect.
But
Hey.
it sounded so good that it sounded like it was. though.
That's right.
Like,
That's kind
I
of
had to
maybe
do-
why we looked.
I did an ear thing too. I was like, is she really?
Yeah.
And she was, in case anyone.
It's little me.
How do you, because you went high, but you didn't do that belt. Like you just had
Yes.
like a high note that was just chilling.
I've
awesome.
got range.
You do.
And it's a great song, man.
you.
Great production.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
that
produced
was
it
exciting.
myself.
and you talk
You
about
did?
Utah.
I did.
It's all you playing? Well,
No,
that doesn't mean.
it's not all me playing.
No.
I'm playing the synth, doing the background vocals, with the exception of the lyric background vocals. But actually, on this song, I reunited with my college band.
Oh, fun.
I was in like a
Nice.
funk jam band in
Yeah.
college called Cosmodrome, and I hit up those dudes because they play bass, guitar, and drums much better than I do.
Yeah, get a good rhythm section. The rest
Yeah.
is gravy.
Right.
You can get that locked in. The pocket.
There we go. That's
And-
why you call them.
Yeah.
You need the pocket.
And you're throwing it to Utah.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
know.
It's
And
Utah.
apologies to the
Sorry.
the three people watching in Utah.
Sell it to Colorado.
I will say that I've been getting comments from people in Utah being like, "Yeah, Utah sucks."
Yeah, well, that's true. You get a little, people can relate.
Camaraderie.
And all right, we're going to take a quick break. I mean, I don't even have to pee. I know Vic might have to.
No, I think I'm all right.
We're going to take a quick 3-5 minute break. We'll come back. We'll play the big YouTube comment game. We're going to talk about Trump's NFTs and his big boy leather jacket. Very exciting news. And Elon Musk was apparently, bad news for Elon Musk, apparently he was in the rocket that exploded over Texas.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
He was.
And I guess, Matt, I want to see if my blue check mark is still there on my, my
yeah.
account, because apparently it's going away
Right,
today.
Today's
Today's the big old day.
Check mark day.
All right, enough of me for now. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Good morning! Boy, am I gonna wake you up. Now listen, you ready to bust your chops? Now come on. You know this is really the best way to start your day. And you need this time to take care of you. Now don't think about anything else but getting that body in shape, because you deserve it. Now hold the stomach in. Come on. Give me some good posture. Hold your head up high. Tighten those buns. Get ready, because this is for you! Inhale. Exhale.
Bye.